Hello guys, my name is Essen and I am the CEO of InceptMVP. We provide low code and coding technologies development services. We use low code tools mostly for development of web and mobile apps and for automating internal processes of companies. We use low code tools. So there are different tools available in market. So our clients get confused that what tools they should be using for their mobile app or for their web app, and what tools they should not be using. So in this video, I will be showing you, what are the tools available in market, what is the purpose of each of them, and what are the edges one tool has over other. I am being a CEO of InceptMVP. We have basically launched hundreds of apps in market. We have partnered with our clients. We have helped them in launching those apps. We started from from Figma design or the Adobe XD design to a full-fledged application. We provided clients a full technical support in developing these apps. So if you are in a similar position where you want to have your app created and you want your app to be listed, you want to get some venture capitalist funding, and you are looking for a technical partner who can help you in building this app, then you are at right place on Incept MVP. Here we help our clients in building such apps. In today's video, I'm going to help you in selecting the technology, the low-code tool that you should be using for your app. I will be explaining to you in this video. The first tool which is on my list, that is a low code tool, and I think that this is the most powerful tool, that is bubble.io. Bubble is basically the most powerful tool. I say this because I think that there is no tool available in market which is this much powerful. Your database features are unlimited. You can add joins, you can do anything, you can add workflows into the app. You can basically build any front end of any complexity. So there is no issue. I have built very complex apps into bubble.io, and I have never felt that there is any limitation which I face into this platform. So you can build a web app which can be mobile responsive. You can open your app on a tablet. You can open your app on mobile, and this will be a responsive app. It will adjust its size according to the device screen, which is a good feature. But for a native deployment, like if you want your app to be deployed on Play Store or App Store, you will need to use some plugins, and this is one thing which is like required for your app to be deployed on Play Store or App Store. So there are different wrappers available which you can use, or you can use plugins which can have which can add like native features into your app. So bubble.io is good because this is its pricing is very reasonable. It starts with $29 personal plan. You can launch your app in $29 per month plan, and you can deploy it on live domain, and it can be integrated with many other tools because it can be integrated with other tools through API. So that option is available, and I'm very happy with this tool. I recommend to my clients too. This is the number one low code tool which I recommend to my client. um, Second is Adalo. Adalo is also a good low code tool available in market, and but this is for those clients who ask me to build their mobile app which they want to deploy on Play Store and App Store, and this is going to be the mobile first app. Okay, so for those type of clients, I recommend them to use Adalo. It's not that much powerful as Bubble is, but it's getting popular and powerful with time. And I have built apps into this, and I have not seen any limitation into this tool. You can have push notifications and native features available into this low code tool, and I think that this is a very powerful tool. You can use this for building mobile apps, and you can deploy those apps on Play Store and App Store. We can see in their pricing is also very reasonable. it's like you can there is a free plan available where you can explore it, but for the deployment of app you will need a $50 per month plan, which is quite reasonable. So this is the second tool which we use for building mobile apps for our clients. And I have not seen any limitation in this tool, but it is growing with time too. So this is the second tool. And the third tool which I have on my list is Flutterflow. Flutterflow is basically it's again a tool which is built on top of Flutter. Flutter is a coding technology, but this Flutterflow gives you some drag and drop features where you can quickly build your mobile app, and this can be connected with Firebase. Firebase is a technology which is mostly used on backend of the mobile apps. So this can integrate with Firebase too. So if you have a mobile app idea which you want to the app you want to deploy on Play Store and App Store, then Flutterflow is also a good option. But the best feature which I like about Flutterflow is that it you can get the Flutter code whenever you need it. So that's the plus point. In case of Bubble or Adalo, you don't have an option to export your code. So that's a limitation. But in case of Flutterflow, you can get a code of your application, and you can, you don't have to build your app from scratch if you want to go for a coding technology in future. So Flutterflow is also a good option, and there are more features adding into this tool. There is a lot of room for improvement in this software, but with time it will be getting improved. So that's the third tool which is on my list, and I like this tool very much. The next tool which is I believe is a good tool, it's Webflow. uh, Webflow is basically, if you want to build a static website, then I think that Webflow is a better option. Why Webflow? Well, because Webflow is like Webflow is not an alternative of Bubble. Bubble is basically for dynamic apps. It's not for static apps. But Webflow is for static websites. Like you want to build a portfolio website for your business, then it's recommended to build it on Webflow because you will not be worried about hosting of app. For example, you build your app on using HTML, Bootstrap, CSS, traditional coding technologies. You will have to worry about where your app will be deployed. And in terms of SEO, you will have to care about a lot of things. But in case of Webflow, you will not have to do that. There are a lot of things handled by Webflow, and you don't need to worry about hosting. Hosting can be handled by Webflow. You will just be purchasing a monthly subscription plan, and your website will be up and running. So this is the fourth tool on my list, and now I will be sharing with you another tool. Its name is Microsoft Power Apps. Microsoft Power Apps are basically, it's a platform. So what I divide low code tools into two parts. One are those tools which are used for building web and mobile apps. If you get an idea about a web app that you want to launch, and you want to get some funding for that app, and you want to build your app on a low code tool, then there is a different set of low code tools that you can use for building your web or a mobile app. Those tools can be Adalo, those can be Bubble.io, those can be Flutterflow, or AppGyver. There are different options available. But if you want to automate the internal processes of your company, then there is a different set of tools. Like if I want to automate the HR process of my company, or if I want to automate the customer side of my company, like lead generation part, then I don't need to use some traditional tools like Adalo, Bubble.io, because I can build applications in them, but they don't fill the purpose. If you want to automate the internal processes of your company, like your accounts department, your sales department, your marketing department, your HR department, then I recommend you to use Power Apps. in most of your businesses you will already be using like Microsoft Teams or Skype or different other softwares, or Slack, and you want a software which can automate your internal processes where everything is on one place and you don't have to use papers and you don't have to do your task manually. Then you can take full benefit of Microsoft Power Apps. Microsoft Power Apps are a part of Microsoft Power Platform. Power Platform includes Power BI. Power BI is used for dashboards creations and like analytics, where you can see a on dashboard you can see the whole report of your company. So it includes Power BI, it includes Power Agent and Power Flow. So there are different options available into Power Platform. So Power Apps is one part of Power Platform, and it gives you a lot of opportunity to automate the internal processes of your company. So this is one tool which I recommend to my clients if they ask me to build a tool, build a software for automating their processes. I recommend them Power Apps. So the next tool on my list is Airtable. Airtable is also a tool which is like gaining popularity, and it's a very powerful tool. You can use it as a database for your business. You can store your leads into Airtable. You can store all the candidates of the application, all the candidates for a job that you have posted. You can store all the topics, and whatever the process you want to automate, you can do that using Airtable. So a lot of companies are using Airtable for storing their data. They are using that to organize their data. They have, if those people don't have, don't feel good to use Excel sheets or Google Docs or Google Sheets, then they can take the benefit of Airtable, and they can build their bases on top of Airtable and take benefit of this software. So Airtable is also a good tool in my list. And the last tool that I have on my list is Citrix Podio. So Citrix Podio a is a low-code tool which is used for automating processes. So these it's not like Bubble, where in case of Bubble, that you have an option to change the interface of the app. But in case of Podio, you don't have that option. You cannot change the interface of the app. You cannot change the interface of how Podio looks like. But this is a very flexible software in terms of the backend functionality. You can add workflows, you can store unlimited records into the database, and you can create your own apps. You can, it's like Excel plus plus. It's like you don't need to use Excel sheets anymore. You don't need to use Google Sheets anymore. So this is also a great tool. So but InceptMVP, here at InceptMVP, we provide low-code development services to our clients, mostly in these tools. So if you have a similar scenario where you want to automate your processes, you can contact us. We can help you, like what integrations you need into your system to make your business work smoothly. And if you want your web or a mobile app to be launched, and you need help from a consultant in guiding you about what technology stack you should be using, then you can contact us. We will be helping you like what technology best suit for your business. So thank you very much. I will be uploading videos regularly in upcoming days regarding what tools and what softwares you should be using and what is the purpose of each low code tool. Thank you very much. Bye bye.